Okay, the machine is back up. Maximize the window, login. Now we need to create the zone. Go to the DNS manager and create the new zone on this machine. Right click on the reverse lookup zones, create new zone, click next. Go here and select the primary zone, and to all DNS servers in this domain, that is fine. Click next. Yes, IPv4, not IPv6. Next. Should be 192.168.1. That's our zone. Select whatever the default value. Allow only secure dynamic updates. That is fine. Click next and finish. Now let us go to the forward lookup zone, and we need to create the host, that the two host missions, two host entries for the two nodes. This will be node 1. Okay, the IP address for the node 1 is 192.168.1.111. Okay, select the PTR record. Similarly, add node 2. Okay, we are done creating the two nodes here. Okay, so if you go and take a look at this, it added the PTRs here. Okay, now we need to go and create the cluster admin. We can make this as a cluster admin, or we can create a new user and use that user on all the machines to cluster the computers. I'll go here, Active Directory, create a new user. Cluster admin. Okay, create the user. Here is the user that I created, cluster admin. I will use that cluster admin to log in on node 1, node 2. Now we need to add this user into cluster administrator. On this, okay, let's go to the locations. Sorry, the domain admins. We need to add this to the domain admins. Okay, we made the user CLU-ADM as a domain administrator. Okay, now we need to join the node 1 and node 2 to the domain. So let us go to the node 1 first, add that computer to the domain. So right click on the computer, click properties. Here click change settings. Instead of work group, select the domain. It will be data manager. Okay, so I need to use cluster admin account to add this computer to the domain. Okay, the reason is we need to set the IP address, static IP address, that we didn't do. So we need to go to the network, click network and sharing center, click manage network connections. Here this is a public IP and this is private IP network. So right click on the public IP adapter, click properties for the TCP IP, set the static IP for this node 1, 192.168.1.111, the default gateway, which will be the router IP address, and DNS server will be cluster DC IP address, which is 192.168.110. Okay, if we set this IP and now if we add the mission, it will add. Okay, I think we need to give .local. Okay, now this mission is added to the domain. We need to restart this mission. So do the same thing for the node 2. Go to the node 2, first let's create the IP address. Okay, this is our private IP address. We will set the private IP address, and we are setting the private address for the node 2. For the node 2, the private address that we have assigned is 2.12. For the node 1, it will be 2.11. So let us go here, maximize this window. .12 for the node 2. Okay, we have given the IP address, static IP address for this node 2. Now we need to add this node 2 to the domain. So right click on computer, properties, change settings. Our domain is metamanager.local. Okay, now the node 2 has been joined. Let's go ahead and restart the node 2.